Welcome to the first video of our series Calculating Decimals. In this series, we have 4 problems that each showcase one of the most important skills I want you to have when solving problems with decimals. Because while you can just use all those basic operations your teacher taught you, there's a lot more ways you could use just to make calculation more easier and more simple. Decimals doesn't have to stay the enemy. You still think of them in operations right now. So let's start. Problem 1. Calculate 3.17 plus 7.48 minus 2.38 plus 0.53 minus 3.48 minus 1.62 plus 5.3. So the first skill we're going to be talking about today is, well, I'm going to do this in bright yellow, is going to be wholes. So wholes would be, tens, 20s, 100s, something like that. But when calculating decimals, it's really just a whole number. So we're trying our best to get a whole number or an easy number to solve problems with. So let's see how we can apply wholes to finding wholes to this problem. So we see that there are both the operations addition and subtraction. So let's first look at this number, 3.17. So we can either add something to it, and I think 0.53 would be a pretty good one since they end in 7 and 3, and we know that 7 and 3 are best buddies because they add up to 1 full 10. So then let's look at the next one because this one isn't paired yet. 7.48 with something else. Well, if we were to use addition, this ends in the digit 8, and 8's best friend is 2. And that appears, but this is subtraction. So that means addition wouldn't work for us. Let's try subtraction then with 7.48. Well, we could pair that up with this one since they both end with 8, but there's still a better option right here. That's right, it's this one because they both end in 48. They have 2 common digits. And as I'm going, you can see that I am underlining pairs with different lines. For example, there's a straight line, squiggly line, and this just helps me kind of get to know, just kind of remember where I am and that kind of thing. Now, we have subtract 2.38 and subtract 1.62. Now, these are both subtraction. They are the same operation, and they end in best buddy digits, which means that we can't think of them as a pair. You know what? I'll use triangle for this. And of course, we have 5.3 left, and there's no other number to pair it with, but that's okay. We don't have to pair up every single one. All right, so now we need to just combine our pairs. Let's first do this straight line pair. So that's 3.17 plus 0.53. 3.17 plus 0.53 is equal to 3.7. So that's our straight line pair, and that's what we get after we combine that. Now we have 7.48 minus 3.48 for our squiggly line pair. Well, the 4 8's cancel out, right? So we have 7 minus 3, and that's 4. Now let's look at the triangle pair. That's 0.2 minus 2.38 minus 1.62. And that also sums up to minus 4. And then finally we have plus 5.3. So there's 2 really good things we can do right now. First, we cancel these. In operation and calculation, when something cancels out, that's probably your happiest time. Because the operation is so easy. It either all comes down to 1 or 1 0. Now we have 3.7 and the triangular pair 5.3. And we see that they're both addition and they end in 7 and 3. 7 and 3 add up to 10, which is they're also best buddy digits. So they add up to 9. And our final answer is 9.